This is a Subaru 2008 empty shell WRX Impreza that I'm going to turn into a show car in the next few years. It has currently no engine. As I said, it's a roller. This YouTube channel will basically document every single step. Now it is in a small workshop with basically the minimal tools that I have in South Africa. That's basically it. So for the first video, I want to clean the engine bay, get it ready for paint and all the necessary stuff. Clean the outside due to the fact that it's very clean for what it is, and start to work on the engine. Now, I said it was empty, and it is empty. I do have the engine currently. It's completely stripped of the necessary parts, so it does need to go to an engineering place to get cleaned and get machined. It is necessary to also say I don't have a very big budget to do this, so that's why it would be a big project for the next few years, maybe a few months. Hopefully, if things go wonderful, it will be in the next few months that we can start putting the engine together. I'm currently sitting in the car. The interior is actually quite nice. I do have a bag full of parts. It's quite dark there. As I said, I'm in the workshop, so no light is coming in through now. But this is a solid beginning for what I want to do with it. I'm not looking to take part in racing. This is mostly going to be a show car. I do plan on this channel having more cars. The next project maybe I'm taking on after this one is going to be a 1988 special, so just stay tuned for that one. And then yes, so for today I'm gonna start just cleaning, try to get this car clean. Let's get into it. This car has a very nice blue clear on it. Now that it's washed and all of that dirt accumulated over the past few years is off, we can see that it is quite a neat color with blue on top of the black. It has wheel marks, which is kind of a shame for this type of color, but it will be fixed later on. It's part of the plan. And then this piece, called every dealership in South Africa. Currently I have no stock, which is a shame because I've been looking for this piece for quite a while. It is, I won't say very scarce to get it, but it's difficult to get it, as it is, or one, it's quite expensive, or two, it was in an accident. So it's difficult to get that part. Okay, now that the car is washed, we have seen some minor imperfections in the paint. I did turn on the ignition, hooked up the battery real quick, just to remind myself of how this masterpiece looked. As you can see, the temperature gauge is showing off due to the fact that it's The engine is not there, so there's no temperature to measure. That was his last reading of fuel consumption. In my terms, that is absolutely terrible. Just that wasn't working for me. This car was pushing quite a bit of power. Can't remember the numbers, didn't run it on a dyno, but it was a nice nice toy to play with. But it's time to go back to OEM and just to see basically what eyes we can get on this. This is why the main reason why I started this YouTube channel is just to get more eyes on this car. I believe that this car is one of the most unique, one of the beautiful types of car that you can get, not necessarily for a cheap budget, but it is quite budget friendly if you go for the younger models, not the younger, the older models, for the 2008 downwards and maybe to 2014. Since then the prices have climbed drastically, and the fact that it has the 2.5 liter EJ255 in, it makes it once again just one of the most beautiful cars to drive around, in my opinion. Interior wise, like I said, the interior is quite nice. Still don't know what that plastic is, but still very nice, clean, no tears in the seats. Just minor issue, the handbrake, the boot is torn. Same with the lever has some stuff on it, which I'm gonna talk about. This ratchet strap is currently holding up the exhaust, and yeah, that's basically it. I have an aftermarket radio in here, which I don't like because due to the fact that there's a depth. So any major car brand out there or any major radio setup or whatever you can find, please let me know down in the comments, because this is not working anymore for me. And funny thing, if I switch it off, switch it on again, it's actually a Mitsubishi radio, which is quite funny why it's in here. The dials and everything is inside the cab. And then let's get to the parts at the back. There is quite a minor or major stuff. As you can see, there's the lifters, what's else? Looks like gaskets, intercooler. I believe the turbo is also here somewhere. The turbo is the main reason why this car went into retirement. I blew the turbo. That's one of the main reasons why I'm going back to OEM spec and just making it not an eyesore, but something beautiful to look at car shows. Then, as I spoke earlier, the dream car build for myself, for the drag racing build, is the channel's main purpose: to get eyes on what you can do, one, in South Africa, and two, on a budget in South Africa. Parts are more expensive in South Africa than it is, I think, over the world. That's a bold statement, but I do believe so, especially for cars like these and for Chevys and all those major brands. That's why I think it's good, so that the world can see everyone wants to build the dream car, but is kind of hindered by the fact that they can't always just buy parts. Now, with that said, I do believe that this channel will give you an insight on South Africa and all that major stuff, but it's currently gonna stay car wise, car culture, I might go to car shows and all that. That will be discussed in the future, but for now this channel will mainly be around this car and to build it up so that we can have an icon on the channel and just enjoy it. So I would like you guys to join the journey. If you want to, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video so that we can get eyes on this project. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the few next days again, where we will degrease the engine bay and also start to unbox the old parts just to see what we have, what we need, and then prepping the engine block and the engine head for the machine shop to get skimmed. If you have a suggestion if I might need to switch to another engine, like I said, it has quite a long journey on that engine, so if you think we must switch engines, swap it, please leave your suggestions down below on what you think, what is worth it, what is cost effective, and what is in South Africa. And if you have any suggestions just around the car, color, what you would like to see on the car, please let me down below. And yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching. Peace.